Dallas was 6. Eugene was 5, and Rudy was 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We lived up in Canada on a farm, on a wheat farm. And in the winter times, it was so cold. But when the springtime came, like about right now, and the snow started to melt, the flowers used to start to bloom. But one of the things my brothers and I, we loved to do, the little town was 4 miles away from where we lived. And there was a little store in that town. And when we went to that store, you know what we liked to do? Buy candy. Do you like candy? Yes. Oh, every boy and girl in the world likes candy. But we didn't have much money. We were poor. But we earned money. You know what we do to earn money? My dad, he would take the car, and when he'd drive it along the gravel road, and 2 of my brothers were in one side of the road in the ditch, and the other 2 or 3 on the other side, and we went around looking for empty pop bottles and empty beer bottles that people threw out their window when they were driving down the country road. Why would we pick those up? Do you have any idea? They were worth money. You got 1 penny for a beer bottle, and you got 2 pennies for a pop bottle. Now, when I was 7 years old, you could buy 3 pieces of candy for 1 penny. So for 10 cents, you could get a bag full of candy. So by the time we got to town, the trunk of the car there was bottles everywhere. We took them into the storekeeper. He'd give us money, and we'd take our bag, start stuffing it full of candy, and we'd go out there. I especially liked black licorice. Well, one day my dad said to us, boys, you're spending all your money on candy. You need to save some of your money for a special project. Okay. So next time we'd only cash in a few of those bottles for candy, and the rest of them we'd put in boxes, and they started to stack up in the barn, in the garage. And boxes and boxes of bottles. Lots of money. One day I went out to the barn, and the boxes were gone. I thought, oh no, somebody stole them. I was so upset. Someone told my dad, Dad, did you know all the boxes are gone? Oh, don't worry about it. So now, here's Christmas morning, but 6 months later. Wouldn't you know it? My dad says to us, go out to the porch. There's a couple boxes there for your Christmas presents. What? Now, we didn't have a lot of money. I thought, wow. Well, the first box was this tall and this wide. So big they couldn't even wrap it. And you know what was in it? Now, see, when you live in a country where there's a lot of snow, you like to go sledding. And this was a toboggan. And we had a hill real close to where we lived. Oh, whew, man, we could go. Oh, we had so much fun. And there was 5 seats in it for all 5 of us. We'd go down there. Oh, we had, and then there was another box. It wasn't quite as big. We opened it up. You know what was inside of it? An electric train set. A Lionel train set that you put a little pellet in it and it'd throw out smoke like it was. Oh, we hooked that thing up in a figure 8. And we went up to my dad and we grabbed it. Daddy, thank you so much for the Christmas present. Thank you. He said, but you know what? You need to thank each other. What? Yeah, because you're the ones who raised the money for these presents. No, we didn't. Yes, you did. Remember all those bottles that you saved in the garage, in the barn? Yeah. Well, I took those bottles and I cashed them in. I went to the Sears catalog. That's kind of like the internet. I went to Sears catalog and I ordered these presents for you. What? You mean 2 cents and 1 cent over and over? Yep. All that money. So you need to thank each other. I couldn't believe that just a few little pennies could add up to so much money. I got to thinking about that. That's exactly what happens every Sabbath when we come to church, to Sabbath school. When you're in Sabbath school and the teacher passes around that little plate or that little basket and said, now this is for missions. They're going to build a school or they're going to build an orphanage. I can't give enough money for an orphanage. But if you give 25 cents or 50 cents or $1 and you add up, you multiply that up over and over and over again, the thousands and thousands of boys and girls that every Sabbath give a little bit, all of a sudden now a little bit becomes a whole bunch. And there are boys and girls around this world that come to know Jesus and will be in heaven because of your gift. So on Sabbath morning, when you give that offering gift for missions, don't think it's just nothing. Just like God took the loaves and the fishes from that little boy and multiplied it over and over and over again, that's what he does in this world for those who want to hear about Jesus. Aren't you thankful for that? Hey, you've been a great group. Have a happy Sabbath. You can go back to your seats now.